Welcome to Rock's Life. Why is this game so loud? God, shut up. It's at 10. It doesn't need to be at 10. This is Lego City Undercover being a cop. This is the game that never ends. Christ. I stopped playing it for like a week, 2 weeks. Maybe even it was a month ago. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It has overstayed its welcome, but I have all these files sitting on my computer and they take up gigabytes and gigabytes, so it's time to finish this game. We can do this. I'm trying so hard to be patient with it. I got my tea. We're on chapter 14. I don't remember where we stopped.
Chase, I'm going to Blackwell Tower.
Okay.
I need you to go to my building in Auburn Docks.
Okay.
What am I doing?
I just said you're going to my building in Auburn Docks.
Comedy. Get it?
Working prototypes of the magic bubble machine there. They're in my laboratory.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm going to
Oh, good, a
interrupt the
laboratory
polarity of
level.
the neutron. I'm going to tell the mystical pixies that live inside there.
I'm not an idiot, Professor. Are you gonna use the magic bubble to contain the rocket's exhaust?
Yes, exactly.
And what if you can't?
Then I'm going to get a very good tan.
But he gets the flying saucer? Oh, okay. That's fine. Can't believe I just sat and listened to that plot as though it were interesting. That was ridiculous. Like, I sat there silently waiting for them to say something interesting, and then they didn't, and I felt like an idiot. There's the swooper. You call that black. That's black and orange, which is fine, but it's not black. Alright. I forgot how to play. Oh, A goes up. Alrighty. That seems fairly straightforward. I got 4 minutes to fly a ways. Oh god, the camera's snapping. Alrighty. I don't want to like press any buttons or anything because I don't know what's the get out button. So that's fine. I assume there's no accelerate, like super speed on a helicopter, because that would be stupid. I'm clicking buttons. I'm being a fool.
I'm at Blackwell Tower, Chase.
How'd you get there so fast? I guess you have the thing.
Then drive faster. This is a matter of life and, you know, the other thing. Oh, and your chief has dispatched another officer to help you when you get there. We're going to need more shield generators than I first thought.
Oh, it's that one guy whom I don't like,
Hurry
isn't it?
up, Chase. You need to get to my
You
lab.
do realize I'm flying there, like in a helicopter. There's not much faster than a helicopter, save like a jet, but that's only faster circumstantially. You know that a jet isn't faster short distances exactly. It
Quickly,
is, but
Chase.
it's you can't just
Everything
fly a
depends on
jet
you.
places, you know. Whereas like a helicopter, you can go, you know, anywhere with basically. You need like 20 meters. I don't know, something like that. In the city, you're pretty well off taking a helicopter. Oh, I missed the. All right, now I am. Get things up. Come on, tease it. Tease it. And pressing Y. Alright, I thought maybe we'd land the helicopter, but no, I was being an idiot for suggesting that. Where does it want me to be? Oh, you can't double jump in this game? I forgot what characters do what. I'm here. What do you want? Oh god. A level. Oh good, it's this character whom I like.
Chase!
Frank!
Who else would they trust with such an important mission?
Literally anyone.
You're so
There's
funny.
people like that in real life. Like, oh god, just makes you want to bash their skull in with a hatchet. Did I say I was going to try and be patient with this game? I'm not doing a good job. Okay. And the timer went away. Yeah, don't worry about it. We will make this level long and obtuse, so let me just clear that timer out for you. That patience, it's taking its minute.
Come on, let's go.
Well, thank God he had trucks sitting, waiting, loaded with the
Chase,
thing we need.
although it was impossible to get into Blackwell Tower, I've managed to hack into their launch computer and slow it down slightly.
That's not how anything works. This game is stupid.
I'm at your
I know that it knows that, and it still makes me
Shield
upset.
prototypes here as fast as you can, and drive carefully.
Why are the people around the base of the tower? Shouldn't they be evacuating? They're gonna die. How do you boost? I used to, again, I don't know how to play, so. I know that there was a boost. That's the jump button, which exists for reasons. Alright, B is brake. That's awkward. Alright, can I look at a controls menu? Or is that... I feel like a Lego game doesn't have controls. Oh, it does. Where's boosties? What? Alright, I guess boosties are off the table.
My insurance details later.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just drive at a reasonable speed then. Hurry up. I'm going as fast as the truck that you gave me goes. I can jump in the car, which I still think is a little strange. I don't know if I've ever played in like any game ever that's had a car that jumps. Except maybe Saints Row, but somehow it actually makes more sense than Saints Row.
They'll be fine.
And it was for a joke. A gag. If you will.
McCain, I'm with Kowalski. And where are you?
I'm about halfway there, Chief.
Not good enough. This thing's getting ready to launch. Find the accelerator and don't take your foot off of it.
Oh, okay. So, the idea is you have plenty of time to get there.
You need to get here faster. I cannot stop the countdown.
I'm driving as recklessly as I can, Professor.
You have to get there, and people, instead of having like actual stakes by having it be challenging or interesting in some way, instead to show stakes, they just have characters call you and be irritating at you. That's a cool idea. Gameplay. That is like such a handicap. Because this is just me, like, there's not a lot of me input in this. Like, I'm just holding down the trigger and going forward. And of course there's enough time, because that's all you can do. Hooray! We made it. I was worried. Okay.
To the marker. It will automatically position one of the magic bubble machines for you. I should probably have mentioned they're in self-assembly kit form, so you will need to build them. I'm too busy slowing the countdown.
Video games. Can you run around and build things? Oh, Agent Smith is out again too, though. You know, it'd be nice if the fire axe I had was useful for killing people.
Hey, Chase, the professor told me to wait here.
Whoa,
and not touch
camera.
anything. Oh man, look! It's all in pieces. That happened to me when I bought that painting. But then the guy at the store explained it was actually a jigsaw puzzle. I managed to put it together, but it took ages because the picture was of the color brown. Then I turned it over, and someone had painted a load of kittens on the back of it, just like they had in the box it came in.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Okay. Patience. Can you press B quickly? Why does the other one have to get up if you knock them both down just so they can play their crappy execution animation? That's such bad design. It's so unorganic. Like, we wouldn't want you to kill a guy without watching our pre-scripted thing for the 1000th time. Lots of modern good games do that too. Call of Duty's atrocious with that kind of crap. Like, yeah, you're the way you did it was fine, but I want you to watch my pre-scripted takedown. It's like, I could not care less. Just stop interrupting the flow of your already boring gameplay. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the trick. If the gameplay flow is weak, just try and distract from it as much as possible. Or I should say the core gameplay loop. Not the flow. The flow is what is being interrupted. Oh boy. I also feel gypped though, just like, what does this class have? Fire axe? Can you hit people with it? Oh, you're not some kind of murderer. Okay. I guess not. And I did the tangs. Hooray. Good, that is an achievement worthy, I believe. Wait, is the whole tower a ship? It is. Okay, I'm not sure how that works, but okay.
All the citizens.
Did
I
you?
hope you set up those things right, McCain.
Me too. There's no way we'll get to a safe distance now, and I don't do well in the heat.
I do.
Honey, that rocket's flame is going to be burning at 3,000 degrees.
I would assume much hotter than that.
I better take off my jacket.
How long do we have, Professor?
About -3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how anything works, but okay. Why not?
Chase, when I hacked into their computers, I saw that Natalia was on board.
Oh, you're kidding.
That was good work, Chase.
He is talking to me, right?
You've saved a lot of lives today, and I'm a big enough man to admit when I've made a mistake. Or two. Which is still a lot less than you've made.
Thanks, Chief.
I did enjoy that speech. Thank you for that.
Name it.
I still have some people I need to arrest.
And they're in space.
Apollo Island right away. I think they've got a shuttle they can lend you.
Oh, shotgun!
If I like accidentally, I don't know, execute him with a rope and it looks like it was suicide, you think that would be, you know, something? I don't know. I would call everything I've done for the last 10 chapters far above the Call of Duty. Oh, they're gonna make me do stuff too.
Don't worry. I'm going to get Natalia back.
Thank you, Chase. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Make a
I
better
guess it'd be
game.
useful to fly a shuttle. Can you give me a crash course so I don't, crash?
No need. The engineers at Apollo Island will fly it by remote control.
What about
Well, that's actually a sensible thing,
I'll
not
have to
gonna
get
lie.
it back to Lego City.
Oh, you can cross that bridge if you come to it.
If
When? I meant when.
I mean, he's right. I mean, landing a shuttle
This way, sir. We're getting the rocket ready right now.
is hard, right? Or like just getting the shuttle to the destination is difficult. It's a whole nother thing to successfully land it in such a way so that you can then take off again. That's some space magic. They don't even really do that though. They drop a lander and all that. So, but in theory, it would be, you know, a complicated art. But whatever. I don't know why I'm talking about it like any of it matters. Of course it doesn't. I'm also trying to find the character with the least annoying jump animation. It is definitely not those two. Oh, it's this one. He's got a jetpack. Alright, well, I don't know about that. That's definitely not it. Alright, it's the firefighter, because the head bounce is okay. Yeah. Super build. Oh, super build a space shuttle. Sure, why not? Yeah, thanks for the slow-mo. This is in fact a space shuttle. Incredible. I don't know why I'm collecting this money, because I just don't care in the slightest, and it won't do anything for me, but whatever. I assume I have to get up there. I understand, camera. I can't believe that's so insulting that it panned up there. Honestly, I'm personally offended that that happened. Jesus. I can't even make a joke. That is just insulting design. Oh, where is the character with the hook? I don't know who's got what anymore. There we go. I guess. Who's the character that can run across walls? I want to say it's this one, but I don't want to run at the wall like an idiot and then not have it work. Alright, oh, it definitely wasn't that one. Oh, it's jetpack they want me to use. Ooh, okay, you gotta hold it? Okay. Luckily, my ability to remember 4 things for a nanosecond is actually really good, so I've got that going for me. One of my greatest assets in life, really. Did that do something, or was it just kind of a for funsies thing? Alright, whatever. Ooh, easy does it. Can astronaut parkour? Or not so much? Does it matter if he can fly? I guess it doesn't. This is stupid. Oh, so he can still parkour. It's just really touchy and dodgy because he can also fly. I realize this is going above the shuttle. I understand that. I'm just curious as to why it exists. And oh, I'm doing this for a bonus brick. That's good. Alrighty. No, just drop down. You don't need to climb down the... No! You don't need to do that! I am profoundly upset with you right now. Okay. Alright, I better do this stupid thing. If they're putting bricks around, you know, it's because I'll need them. And I don't want to screw myself over just because I'm being an idiot. Oh, I just understood the joke far and above the Call of Duty. It's because we're going up into space. That took me way too long. I am an idiot. It's all falling apart.
Chase, I have to warn you that takeoff is extremely uncomfortable.
I think I can handle it, Professor.
I'm just on my phone. I don't even care. What is it?
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
We do that in case the astronauts change their mind.
3.
Hey, what do you know?
2.
In space, you can hear them scream.
Well done!
Shut up.
You are in outer space!
Both of you. All of you.
Will take almost...
Nobody talk for the rest of this Let's Play.
Okay, you're
Unless it's to announce numbers.
Yeah, it's
Blast off.
very small, but don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Now, it's time for your spacewalk. You need to prepare very carefully. I want you to check and recheck your suit before you exit the...
That seems sensible.
Sure thing, Professor.
Why is this pre-rendered?
Convenient. I'm coming to get you, Natalia. That's weird. I don't feel any lighter. bet it's because of those cookies I ate in the rocket.
It's a shame that like the talent of this voice actor has gone to waste in this. God. I can't believe they're making me do a whole nother level. And I realize that I always knew there were like the 15 one. I knew this was going to be a level, you know? But I'm still upset. It just doesn't make it any easier having known. Ah, well, huh? Okay, and that guy died. That's games, I suppose. So to kill a guy, you have to, but you have to tap B really fast, right? And then watch a pre-animated thing. Ah. Air 80. I'll just fly around. Who cares? Oh. Or just throw him down. That's easier. I should be doing that more. Just using those KZs. Kill zones for you plebs. What the hell is this? And this is a plant. Yup. Construction worker guy is probably my least favorite thing also. Like, that's terrible and stupid. Okay. Yeah. No, I got nothing to say. Here we go. No, wait, let me throw you off the edge. Whoa. Yeah, that works good. Come here. Here, I just want to... Ha! Alright, I found the new trick. The new trick is just to hurl people off the edge of the world. Sex is like... Are they spawning more? There you go. Get out of here. Oh, they're landing back. If you don't tap B on them, they come back. Ah, that is the most egregious crap. No, or they're just infinitely spawning. Kill a guy, have another guy. Better tap B. Whatever, I don't care. I don't know why I'm standing around fighting and has, you know, quotation marks there. Welcome to Francis, the angry Let's Player. Yep, that sure did something. You know what it is? That it's so upsetting if you've played like a good Lego game, you know? If you've played a good Lego game and then you are faced with this atrocity, it's not even an atrocity. It's close at times to being something interesting or good, but then it misses the mark by a fair bit in a lot of regards, I'd say. But then it's just like, there's good Lego games. This could have been one of them. It definitely isn't. And naturally, that's why I Let's Played it. I only Let's Play games that are either really old or really bad in some glaring way, and that is the extent of what I'll do. Yep, this is fun to drive already. Nope, I lied, it isn't. Great. No, I'm not even gonna bother. Piss off, buddy. There's room enough in hell for both of us. Okay. know, there's a thing up there. You got a game. I'll just beeline for that and not fanny about. Take out my crowbar. Tap B. I heard there's actually it's a small group, and I forgot what the disease is, or I guess disability disease. I don't know. This is how well I've researched on this topic. I will warn you right now. I need to read up more on this because I do not know all that much. I really just saw. I was at like some games conference where people were talking about how holding and tapping buttons like real quick like that and stuff. There's certain things with the hands that like can make it so people can press the buttons to play the game fine and all that, albeit probably slower than some competitive games would require. But just like that quick tapping really doesn't go over well. And there's some games now have like user accessibility function to turn that off, which I would turn it off in some things just because it's irritating and it's not real gameplay. So I support that 100%. The hell is the point of this? But I just thought that was interesting. I mean, if you are someone whom that affects, and I really don't know much about that, so free to enlighten me. Some. But few games have those. I assume will become more popular. I mean, games used to not have freaking. I can't use that. What am I supposed to do? Oh, don't tell me I have to go get the lander. Oh, I don't. I do, don't I? God dang it. Yeah. Lots of games used to not have motion sickness options. And that's like, as far as I know, that's a much more serious and widespread problem. I mean, I get motion sickness. Real minor, but that I am able to sympathize with quite clearly. But now, games are adding it. Freaking, I just played Serious Sam earlier this year, and the new version of that has a lot of really good user accessibility between color blindness and motion sickness is the big one, and a lot of it apparently comes down to screen size, which obviously is irrelevant to what the game's end can do, but the FOV is a real big one. And yeah, still, and this is as of recording, Bethesda's Fallout freaking 76 is coming out. Bleh. And they, put out a big thing about how, the FOV needs to be at 60 because that's how it is, and it's gonna be great. And they're like, we tied the information or the animations to the FOV, which is hugely stupid, hugely phenomenally stupid, and just poor design. But rather than fix that or just not program things poorly, we're just not gonna have it. So it's like morons. 90s standard, and like has been for ages. My understanding is that the reason, part of the reason they keep it low too is because the consoles can't render that much. I don't know how true that is. I suspect in some cases it is. But that's fine, but make the console version unable to edit that. Don't be an idiot. I mean, that's just the console's fault. There's not much as a developer I would expect you to be able to do it anyway. Just say when you're within limitation, I guess. But I don't know. I do know, but oh well. Is this that one game that I didn't like? What do you mean you don't know? What the hell am I supposed to do? You put a thing down on the ground. Did I shoot these or something? Oh. How do you manipulate this? It's always something, let me tell you. There's that game that is like on Steam. Oh, you need the big robot probably. I'm sorry, my autism has like 8 degrees of awful. Okay. Shout out to the autistic community for being good sports about it. Freaking. It's some like real lame indie garbage. The Witness. I got there. Can you believe that? What the? What? Wait, I'm not understanding. A exits and B does what? Oh, okay. No, I still don't really understand, but alright. Okay. The Witness is a game. It's dumb. I don't know. I didn't like it. But, there's a point to that story. You see? I don't know what it is, though. Oh, the whole game is these puzzles. That's the point of that story. I'm thinking really hard about this impossible puzzle. Freaking... I tell you. Yeah, no, the whole game is these stupid puzzles where you just have to, like, connect lines. And I realize I've messed this up now, but I'm just trying to find, like, the easy fix. And in doing that, I have made a fool of myself and a mockery of science. Okay, I think I got it. I'd like to apologize to all my fans out there. I've played so many mom games, too. This should be the easiest thing in the world. No, wait, this has to be like this. There's something I'm not understanding about the way that this works. I can't believe I'm stuck on this crappy puzzle. What does it say in the thing to do? Oh. Oh. That does make sense. I'll take it on the wrist as me being an idiot for this one. I get it. I don't know why it just tells you the answer, but that's fine because I don't really feel like solving it. Okay, I was like 2 steps away. I just couldn't put 2 and 2 together on how that works.
Launching in 5, 4, 3.
I don't know. Whatever.
Safely. 1.
Oh, come on! My packed lunch was in there! You! What have you done?
Take a guess, Blackwell. We're going home.
Is this gonna turn into Alien? Because I'm in a freaking suit like what's her face character. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a pink background.
Self-contained world which they'd never have to leave, and utopian habitat that catered to their every whim and desire. It was a monument to my genius.
You were a great man once, Blackwell.
But you've gone crazy.
Crazy?
Your monument was nothing more than an apartment block with a shopping mall.
Turn us around.
Sorry. We're locked in.
Bring her over here.
Chase!
That's
gonna
pretty
tell
bold,
ya.
Blackwell. Getting a lady.
Oh, no, no, no. I would never hurt a lady. I just wanted to watch you get squashed.
Hey there, McCain. Thanks so much for getting me this from the museum.
That's the big reveal. Is he wants to ride the
Eventually,
dinosaur?
come back to bite me.
That's so stupid.
That was close. Be careful. We'll need those energy tanks to run my moon base.
No, you do ya?
This is so dumb. All right. I'm going to very slowly walk over here and attempt to interact. I can't. I thought maybe I had to pick up and throw a thing at a thing. That doesn't work either. And I can't throw it at him. So I suppose I'll just die. Brilliant. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this thing. It looks like there's nothing I can throw it at him. And now slowly walk at him and press the B button. Oh, I bet I'm gonna have to tap it. Oh, you know it. You know it. And by doing that, I will have successfully hurt him. Oh, I see. Yep, that's a lot of animation. Good job, everyone. That's the puzzle.
You're ruining everything.
You can do it, Chase!
Be quiet. Don't just sit there like a lemon, Rex. Get him.
Alrighty. You can't jump. What are you supposed to do at the ground pound? Or is it just kind of a freebie for him? Because, oh, look, he's kind of crappy. He can't tap the B button nearly as fast as you can. I hate, because, like, okay. Alright, here's why this is so stupid, too. The build-up, or the idea of being inside the gang, right? And watching them steal all these things, and trying to piece together what they're going to do before they do it, to preempt them in some way, is a potentially interesting idea. Right? Because at first everything seems like, well, what could they possibly need X for? And then you find out it's like, oh, that makes sense. But it is absolutely, you know, death by the two flaws of, one, the fact that the uses are stupid, right? So, like, why do they need a dinosaur? Maybe there's try to fit in somewhere, some sort of, you know, I don't know, archaeology related escapade. No, it's because he wants to ride it. Okay, that's stupid. But also by the fact that none of that information preempted any of this, right? So it doesn't even work within the construct of the narrative, because it wouldn't have mattered if they did, if we had known. It would we'd still have the same exact outcome. So stupid. It's just bad storytelling.
Chase, he's... Command module separation complete.
Oh, what?
Blackwell, that filthy worm.
Self-destructive. In now.
That didn't hurt as much as I thought it would.
What the hell is this level?
Hitting the ground, Will.
What the hell? This looks like the end of freaking Wolfenstein. The Xbox version. The bad one. That's ridiculous. That's really absurd. Really? This is what it's... I don't know about that business game. I'm cold. It's got the chills and I'm like, is it because this game is interesting? Oh no, it's just cold. Oh, speaking of motion sickness. Oh, God.
You're okay.
Yeah, but you're about to be.
Oh, but really? He's still gonna fight me too?
Mad? We're plummeting to our doom.
Ladies before gentlemen. Get it,
Even
boys.
after the bad guy showed him he was just a tool.
Hey, quit throwing people at me.
Quit throwing people at me.
Attention, but regrettably, you pair are still in one piece.
Yes, for some reason.
That I don't think that will be the case for long.
Stop it!
Oh, but don't worry. Everyone important is safe in the command module with me, along with billions of studs worth of gold. So really, this is just a setback.
Wait for my Batman counter. Batman counter. I don't know. I'm just trying to get through the game here.
Once the command module is safely back on the ground,
Oh no.
I will begin anew. I will gather my resources and rebuild my empire somewhere else.
Get ready for my Batman parry. And you're dead.
Then I will destroy. You've ruined everything, McCain. But this isn't the last you've seen of me. I will have my revenge.
Phew.
So he's dead. He's gonna die a slow and painful space death. That's nice. Not that maybe those rules apply, seeing as we are going in bare suit through the freaking radiation belt on the Earth.
Are you all right? Where are you? What?
So this is fine. This is fine. This is so ridiculous too. With I don't mean ridiculous, but like the fact that like, oh, he's plummeting from space. That's ridiculous. But I mean, like the ship, it looks like this almost like Quake 4. Not photorealistic, but like it's a really high poly model, and none of the artwork fits together at all, right? So if I just showed you this screenshot, you'd go, what is it, Quake 4? Like, that's not a Lego game. But it is, because this game has no art direction whatsoever. Also, this is some pretty relaxing gameplay for what is supposed to be plummeting to your doom. Like, it's not like I really have to, like, dodge things much. Ridiculous. That's what's ridiculous is this game's design, not what's happening here. I could see that being like kind of a funny joke. Saints Row did that joke, kinda. I don't know why I'm comparing the game to Saints Row, but somehow that seems to keep coming up. I guess they're both sandboxes that actually they're kind of similar. They're both sandboxes that are parodying serious topics in some sense and police work, but also parodying games like Grand Theft Auto, which are in turn themselves parodying those real things. So it's a whole loop. But yeah, I don't know about all that business. Dramatic freaking music. Not that I mind, but again, it's dramatic, but it's kind of relaxing. I don't know if that's just me and I'm just like I'm just in a state of like chill hitting the stick, so it seems chill, or if it actually is just kind of a like, yeah, jamming track, you know? Feels like it. Hooray, we got Rex Fury. Hip hip. Got like a chorus too. That's funny. Again, beautiful freaking. Well, you know, for what it is, it not a bad looking, you know, Earth thing. Okay, it's kind of a beautiful shot, right? To come into Earth, and they actually kind of zoomed. I'm assuming as we get closer here, they'll have to cut that out because they can't possibly model it. Once we get too close to it, but in theory, you know, it could be an interesting shot. It of course isn't, right? Because of the game, so it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't work artistically at all. Ugh. Is there anything I haven't complained about yet, or did I cover everything?
Excuse me. Did anyone order a hero?
Chase! Pull that lever!
This lever? Okay. What is it?
The brakes.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty.
Professor Kowalski's on his way. He said the command module will touch down any minute now.
And what about the tons of falling debris from the rocket?
That's a good question.
Don't worry, Chief. I've got you covered.
The debris splashed down at sea, Marion.
And there's all the major characters. Video games.
Mind if I park here?
Oh, there they are!
Ooh, that's not quite. There you go. You might want to zoom out a little bit there. It's Statue of Liberty, why not?
Congratulations. You've done it again, Chase.
Almost. Blackwell got away in an escape pod, and Rex, well, he got away too.
Rex. Rex isn't a problem.
Oh?
He crashed headfirst through someone's roof 10 minutes ago.
Get this off of me!
Hey, Rex, you don't look very flushed with success.
Well, at this point too, if he's escaping maximum security,
I thought you should get the arrest this time.
You know what? You can have it, Chief. Some things are more important than work.
character arc. There you go.
You're talking about video games, right?
Sentinel out!
It's my response to that. Okay. Please roll the credits. I don't even know what to do these days. It's too much. Okay. First of all, screw Warner Brother Games. Now I just saw that up there it said Telltale Fusion, which I assume is a different team, or a different part of, sorry, Traveler's Tales, not Telltale. Rest in peace, Telltale. I'm sorry. Traveler's Tales, which I assume is a separate team, because as far as I know, the real company name is Traveler's Tales, who have made some fantastic video games in the past. Lego Lord of the Rings, I tested. It's a really good adaptation of the movie. It was fantastic animation and art. And it's really good. Lego Worlds is another really good game. But this is not one of them. And I wonder what the dev cycle was for this, you know? It's weird because it felt rushed. But it must not have been, because it was... It for sure, the one thing I could say for sure is it overstays its welcome by like 7 chapters. If you had cut 6 chapters from the game and narrowed it down to 11-10 instead of 15, you would have had a lot less fatigue by the end there. So I would have just cut it down a lot more. I don't say that lightly, because a narrative, if the narrative is cohesive enough, and if that's what it requires it to work, I don't think you should sacrifice any of it, right? But don't tell me that narrative needed all 15 chapters to work, because it absolutely didn't. So I think cuts were necessary. That did not happen. What are you gonna do? I don't even think I'd recommend this to people. If you watched any of this Let's Play, you've gotten the experience. I'll recommend different Traveler's Tales games to you. There's other Lego games you can play that are fun. Even they made a Lego Star Wars game for The Force Awakens, which I didn't like that movie at all, and that game was pretty meh, probably because I didn't like the movie. But gameplay wise, it was okay, you know. There were these kind of fun sections where it became like Gears of War and a third-person shooter, and they were actually kind of fun, you know. So that's another game that it certainly wasn't as bad as this. And of course, if it's based on a movie, the story isn't so all over the place, because, you know, as much as I'd argue maybe that The Force Awakens is all over the place, it doesn't overstay its welcome. I don't think it's a mass market movie. It is set up to be just the length of time for people to, like, the morons to not get bored. So I don't think that's really an issue. Screw Warner Brothers, though, am I right? They're awful. Terrible publisher. They might be my... I don't know, they're my least favorite. I guess probably Activision's the worst, but... Boy, if Warner Brothers isn't right behind them. You know? Screw AAA publishers, huh? Up top. Warner Brothers and Activision and EA, and all awful. Terrible. Terrible stuff. Support your smaller publishers. Devolver Digital. It's done. It does fantastic games, left and right. I don't know. Whatever. Freaking AAA. This is very much a product of AAA. Publishing and ideals. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about Lego. Lego's okay. How do you feel about Lego, viewer? It's alright, isn't it? They're children's toys that lots of adults play with. I guess I don't really believe in children's toys exactly. I suppose they're just toys. Anything that entertains you is a toy. Not that I shame anyone. People make like... Especially like if you build something from like a manual or something, then that's like a hobby that like, okay, you go and do that on your own. But the people who make like, you know, actual interesting like sculptures and stuff for Legos, yeah, it's just as interesting as lots of other mediums. They are often able to be creative within the bounds of what the Legos offer, or within that tool offers. So it can be interesting. It takes a lot of mental acuity, I suppose. People say creativity, but freaking everything takes creativity. Except the things that don't. This is a long credit sequence. Holy crap, I can tell this is AAA. It just keeps going. HR assistant. Is this repeating? If this was repeating, would someone tell me? It's not repeating, right? I'm gonna start watching it a little closer. I mean, I caught like a few of the names at the start, but we're on QA right now. That's part of the problem too. These QA teams are just, it's so stupid. The way that like market testing and all that works, and QA is really important, but it's manipulated for bad. And it's like, special thanks to Rose and Ella. It's that stupid song again. What does it make me think of something? Like, I don't know. It makes me think of like I'm watching like an Animal Planet documentary or something, you know? And like they're showing like wide open shots of the savannah with David Attenborough. Here we see the wild Lego game being, you know, pinched for money. Oh. Can you believe this DLC for this game? I can't. Let's see if any prey fall for it. That's absolutely what this makes me think of. Walking on Sunshine was written by Kimberly Rue. Well, I guess I could have. Oh, Lord the Legal. Okay. Og Vorbis, yeah. It's weird that we have to copyright Og Vorbis. I mean, I know we do. I just don't know. I guess some people don't. But I know the big companies always do. That's interesting. Feels like that codec has been around forever, but I guess that's because I'm young at heart. Holy moly. We finished it. The game that never ends ended. And there's more cutscene. Please make it stop. Yup. Yup. Oh, good. It's more credits. Yeah. Traveler's Tales Fusion, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, that is not rendered all that high definition. I realize it's pre-rendered, but okay, and we win. Please let me return the title at some point, maybe. I've set my controller down like for the last half hour that I've been watching credits. So, but please. Brick multiplier times 2, huh? Well, that sounds fun. I think I'll play in the sandbox. No, that's enough for me. That's enough. Thank you very much. Alright. You guys take it easy.